You know, my next guest from such movies is Road Trip and The Core. Starting next Friday, you can see him in the new movie Hustle and Flow. Please welcome DJ Qualls. Thanks for dressing up.
Oh, thank you.
You look pretty sharp. Now, you've been on the show before, DJ, and you seem like such a sweet guy. And then I hear that you've been getting into bar fights.
Yeah.
And I'm not even kidding.
All the time.
All the time you get in. What's going on? Do you...
Well, I think that people think that Road Trip was a documentary.
Right.
So I'll be at a bar and some guy will come up to me and he'll be like, "Did you really have sex with that black girl?"
Right.
And I'll be like, "No, I really didn't do that. It was a movie." Then you're like, "Hey, can I get you a shot of Jaeger?"
Right.
And I'm like, "No, I don't really drink Jaeger." And then it turns. And he's like, "What, you think you're too good for me?"
Right,
and I'm
right.
like, "No, I don't think I'm too good for you."
Right.
And then the next thing I know, like, we're fighting.
Right. And how do you do in these fights?
I get my ass kicked, like, every time.
Really?
But I scrap.
You scrap, you get in there and you fight. And I'm just doing this. I'm not saying
That's
this is how you fight. Yeah.
I'm like,
what a coincidence. Yeah. I do that in pushing, and I kick out a lot with my feet.
Well, they're like frat guys, and I played the clarinet growing up, and I wasn't the coolest guy, and so frat people are like my natural enemies. And so...
The natural enemy of the nerd is the jock.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But now they're also like my biggest fans, and so like I'll see a crowd of frat guys, and we'll make eye contact, and then I'll feel like we're in the wild, like they're bobcats, and I'm like a bunny, and they're coming at me.
A bunny?
Yeah, and I don't know.
You're the bunny, okay.
I don't know if they're gonna eat me or hug me, and they come over, and it's like a mosh pit of love, and they're like all hugging me and patting me on the back, and I'm like, "Oh, you're hurting me, but thank you so much."
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice. The bruises heal.
Yeah, yeah. And just next time, take the Jaeger shot. I think that's what you got to do. Now, you apparently, you're pretty good, because last time you talked about how, even though you've had a lot of success, you're careful with the money, with the coin. You like to hang on to it.
Yeah, I'm terrified of losing money.
Yeah. And you go to pawn shops?
Yeah. Well, I grew up really poor, so I buy things in bulk that I can resell. Like, whenever I do a movie, the first thing I do is I head to the pawn shops, and I buy, like, a pound of gold chains, or, like, diamonds, or whatever, like, I can buy for as cheap as I can buy it, and then I resell it on eBay.
I mean, I think it's good to be frugal. And I applaud that you're careful with your money, but it sounds like maybe you're taking it a little too far. You're out buying gold chains and then you're on the internet selling them?
Yeah, it's great. And I also take, like, this mug, and I'll take your mug when I'm done. Like,
You're gonna take my mug?
Yeah, well,
I have a guy here whose sole job in life is to protect that mug.
After I shake your hand and thank you for having me on, I'm going to come back and take your mug.
Take that mug, yeah.
And I archive all of these things because I know this is all temporary, and at some point, I'm going to go and sell that for $100.
Well, I got some sad news for you, pal. I don't know that that's ever going to be worth $100.
Well, I've been on the show 3 times, so I'm collecting them, so maybe they'll all, like, the collection
will be worth $100. If you add it all up, it'll be worth
$100.
That's pretty good. And you're pretty good at making things like you can stretch $1 to make, to buy more food or to make the money go further as far as eating is concerned.
Yeah, I
live
live on $20 a day.
$20 a day.
Yeah.
Now that's like you're in New York City right now.
You can't do that.
You can't do it in New York City.
You can do it in LA though.
You can't buy a crouton in this town for $20.
Exactly. I go every day to McDonald's and get 2 99-cent sausage and biscuit. And I drink my own Diet Coke that I buy at Costco. And so that's...
And then you sell the biscuit on the internet.
I take one bite of it and sign the back of it.
Yeah, sign the back and catalog it and then sell it.
Yeah. And then I go to, like, Dollar, buy the sliced pizza, and I get 2 slices of cheese with artichokes. That's 50 cents extra.
Why the artichoke?
Because vegetables, because I need vegetables. You need vegetables. And
if you're going to be fighting guys, in bars, you need the amino acids, right?
And then I love movie food, and somebody gave me these this card where I can go into the movies free for a year.
Right.
And so I will go and eat movie food at night because that costs $15 for nachos. So I spend my $20. Like Miss Congeniality was recently in the theaters, and I didn't want to see that.
Miss Congeniality 2.
Yeah, right. And I didn't want to see that, so but I took my card and I ate nachos in the back, and when I was done, I left.
So, all right, yeah, the people aren't wrong. You're on to something. So you went to Miss Congeniality 2 for the food.
Yeah, the nachos. They're amazing. Movie theater nachos are the best.
Okay.
That's
now,
how I stay so thin.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
And that's not even... Is that real cheese that goes on those nachos, or is that some kind of polyurethane? It's
probably plastic.
Yeah, it's plastic. Yeah. Okay. Now, this movie, Hustle and Flow, is a new film. People really love this movie. And you bust out some moves a little bit in the film, which surprised me because this can happen a lot. I think it happens.
So mean!
Well, I'm saying to myself, this can happen. People look at me and if they didn't know me, they'd think that guy's got no moves.
Right. But of course you do.
But then I bust them out and it's just like a bright white light of talent, you know?
Right. Well, that's the same with me.
Is that your thing, too?
Yeah, I mean, I do probably a dance sequence in every movie that I do because I get on the set and I pull out a little, like... And they're like, hey, this kid can dance.
That's good. And plus, your suit is doing weird things on the television.
I feel like a test
or that, or
right
I'm
now.
on something. I don't know. But yeah, when you were moving like that, look at this. That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
This was worth the $40 I paid for it.
Oh, Lord. For you, that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
You could have seen Miss Congeniality 60 times.
No, exactly.
You could have eaten for a year at any movie. Well, Hustle and Flow opens July 22nd, and people love this movie. Check it out. DJ, you're always fun to talk to. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you so much.
DJ Qualls. We'll be right back. Loud and Wainwright III.